Hello everybody, welcome to Newstead Booklet number 5 video walkthrough. So for VR, we're starting off with making words, and I can change the letter I and move it to over here to make mage and irate. And what does mage mean? A mage means someone magic or a learned person, or an irate means angry. Question number 2, if I change the S and I put it over here, I get park and smile. Question number 3, when I change the G, we get rave, which is like a party, and grate, if you grate some cheese. Question number 4, if I do F, we can get act and flit is sort of like a butterfly flits around. Question number 5, I can change T from travel to make ravel and tram. We need to combine some words for 6. So from here we can combine rainbow. For question number 7 we can make brainstorm. For question number 8 we can make sailboat. And for question number 9 we can make turnabout. So a turnabout sort of means the same thing as a U-turn, so a sudden change in policy or a reverse. So think about U-turns when you think about turnabouts. Next one is going to be question number 10. We get timeshare. You get timeshare holidays. Question 11. If we over here we have to combine these words to, for example, we have to start DR O and then end it with V. So this first one we know we have to start off SL, so we have to start off CL. Then we seem to use the first vowel of the first one, so we get I. After that, we use this consonant, so we use the next consonant, so we get M. And then this could be this vowel, so we get, or the word after the letter after the consonant, so we get B, and you get the word climb. Next one, we take the letter from here to get the first one. We take the letter from here to get the first one. Then we take the third letter in, so let's take the third letter in, we get O. Then we're going to take this R, so it makes sense. 3 letters in, we're going to go 3 letters in, and we get L. After that, we're going to get T, the second letter in, so let's take second is I. And then S, we take the first of this, so we take the first of that, so we get solid. Question number 13, we are going to take the first 2 letters of this, first 2 letters of that, CH. And then we can take the third letter in, we can take third letter in. After we do that, we are going to take, then we have to do the third letter in from here, third letter in. And so if the third letter in from there, we're going to do I. And then the last one is second letter in from the second word, so we get chair. Question number 14. Next, we have second letter in. For L, we have M. Then we have E, so we can take third letter in. Third letter in is A. Next, we have A, which is going to be the fourth letter in, so R. Then we have the first letter of this one, or we have the first letter of this one, which is going to be C. And then for the 8, we get the second one, so it's going to be March. Question number 15, we can try and use this first one, so we get B. And then after that, next we have the third letter in, and then we get third, we get BR. After that, we get third letter in, A. Then we get second letter, I. After that, we also get first letter, brain. Question number 16, we have to have the first 2. First 2 means SP. Then we are going to get this third letter O, and then third letter O, and then we end up with the second letter over here. So we get second letter, we get spoon. We have to find 3-letter words to put into these words rearranged. So we're gonna, in this we can put, this is gonna be volcano, so we have to put can. Question number 18, we have to put van, advanced. And then for 19, we're just gonna put hour, it's gonna be hourly. For 20, we're gonna put oiled, spoiled, so oil. Then for 21, the place is a school of learning, it's going to be ear. Then for question number 22, we have roam around the farmyard. We have arm. For our maths, we're going to do 27, so I'm going to put down over here bod mass, just to make sure. So what we're going to do first is do 27 divided by 3, which is 9. We're going to do multiplication. 27 times 3 is going to be 1. 3 times 2 is 6, 81, plus this, so 81 plus 9 is going to be equal to 90. And then how do we get that? From this, we have 5 times 9 first, 45, and then we're going to have to do this first because of multiplication. 45 plus 45, so 5 is going to equal to 90. Question number 2, we're going to do multiplication first. 19 times 3 is going to be 9 times 3 is 27. We add 2, 3 times 1, that becomes 57. And then we have to do this, which is 60. So we end up with 57 plus 3, which is 60. 60 plus 60 is equal to 120. How do we make that out of this? We have to do 3 times 4, 12, times 5 is 60. 60 times 2 is going to be 120. Question number 25. Let's multiply this out. Let's do this one first, 21, and then 63 times 13 is going to be 819. Therefore, 400 times 2 is going to be 800. We have to add this first, actually. 819 plus 21 is going to equal to 840. So to get 800, we get 800 plus 30 plus 12 plus 10 is equal to 840. Next one, 256 divided by 16 is going to be 16 plus, we do this first, plus 32 is going to be 48. That means 552 divided by 23 is going to be 24. 24 plus 6 times something is equal to, this has to be 4 to do 24 plus 24, gives you 48. Question 27, 1296 divided by 6. This is going to give you 216 plus 24. That's in total going to be 240. 4 times 2 is 8, times 3 is 24. We know we have to times by 10 to get 240, so this is going to be 2. Question 28, add them together. We get 9 times by 10, we get 90. 2 add 6 gets you 8, times that by 10, it's 80. So 7 add 5 is 12, times that by 10, you get 120. For the next one, we have 4 and 11. We're going to multiply them together, minus 4, we get 44 minus 4, which is equal to 40. Multiply them together, we get 36 minus 4. Multiply these together, we get 42 minus 4, which is equal to 38. Question 30, we get 33. We're going to do 33 divided by 3 minus 1, because you get 11 minus 1, which gives you 10. We do 10 divided by 2, which gives you 5, minus 1 gives you 4. 60 divided by 6 gives you 10, minus 1 gives you 9. For question 31, we add them together to get 20. Once we add them together, we divide by 2 to get 10, and then 10 minus 2 is going to give you 8. The next one, we do 40, add them together, which is going to be 48, divide by 2. Let's make that look like an 8. Divide by 2 is 24. 24 minus 2 is going to give you 22. So 10 plus 8 is going to be equal to 18. Divide that by 2 is going to be 9. Minus 2 is going to be 7. Question number 32. We divide them. 15 times 3 gives you 45. You add it to 15, that gives you 18. Divide them. 14 and 7. Add 2 is 9. Divide them. 20 add 5 is going to be 25. Like that. U to W. When you go from U to W, we have add 2. And then Q to J is going to be minus 7. So T plus 2 is going to be V, and then D minus 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We get VW. Question number 34. J to N is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. And then F to J is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 as well. Then we have T plus 4 is 1, 2, 3, 4 is going to be X. D plus 4 is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, which is going to be H. Question 35, we have D to J, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we have T to N, which is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we're going to have to go backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Minus 6. F plus 6. So F plus 6 is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then R minus 6 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We get another L. Question 36, J to M. We get 1, 2, 3. And then N to K is 1, 2, 3. Minus 3. So H plus 3 is going to be 1, 2, 3. So K. Then we get P minus 3, 1, 2, 3. We would get K, 1, 2, 3. Sorry, P minus 3, 1, 2, 3. We get M. Question number 37. D to A is minus 3. And then W to Z is going to be add 3. We get F minus 3 is 1, 2, 3. We get C and V. Add 3 is going to be 1, 2, 3. Y. Question number 38. We have G to J. We have 1, 2, 3. Add 3. And then G to K. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Next we have H add 3. 1, 2, 3. We get K. Let's scroll down, we get K, and then I add 4 is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. We get M. K, M. That's that. For these next questions, we need to write out a alphabet again. So we're going to do. So after you've written out that alphabet, we can just go ahead and try to work. So F to D is minus 2. O minus 2 is going to be M. A minus A to D is going to be add 3. F add 3 is going to be I. We have C to A minus 2. F is going to be minus 2. D. Then C to W, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, the fourth letter here is T, so T to W, which is going to be add 3. So I add 3 is 1, 2, 3. After that, we have O to M, which is minus 2. Then we have C minus 2, which is A. So let's just write this out so it's clearer. Mid la. Then we have E. R. R to U is add 3. E add 3 is 1, 2, 3. H. And then Y to W is going to be minus 2. S minus 2 is going to be Q. We get mid-lac, something like that. So mid-lac is the code. Question number 40. G to C. Let's see if we can find the pattern. We minus 4. And then H to D is minus 4 again. And then O to K is -4. Again, it seems like every time we -4. So so if we're going from word to code is -4, so code to word is going to be +4. So O plus 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 is S. J plus 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and W add 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That P should not be there. G plus 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Snake, it looks like it's going to be a snake, but 1, 2, 3, 4, we get snake. Question number 41, we get O to N, that's going to be -1, C to E is going to be +2, and then Y to V is going to be -3, so each time we're alternating, and then A to E is going to be +4. So we have the code over here that starts with -1, and so Q, we're starting off with code, so it's fine. So Q -1 is going to be P. Y plus 2 is going to be A. Then we have X -3 is going to be 1, 2, 3, which is U. Then we have O plus 4, which is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. J minus, if it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it goes minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, -5, J minus 5 is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, pause. Question 42. So 42, T to R, we have to -2. W, we have to -2. And then E to C, we have to -2. So that's our pattern. R, so if we're doing word to code, now we're doing code to word, we have to add 2. So R plus 2 is going to be T. And then F plus 2 is going to be H. G plus 2 is going to be I, and then P plus 2 is going to be R. R plus 2 is T, and then W plus 2 is Y30. We have S to T. For 43, we add 1. Then H to E is going to be -1, 2, 3, -3. Then we have O to K is going to be -1, 2, 3, 4. Which is S to T was, and then that means we have, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then O to, actually if we match up here, S to T is +1, and then C to E is +2, +1, +2, and then H to K is +3. We can see that consecutive pattern. And then P add 1 is Q. U add, we would have U plus 2, which is going to be W. We have P plus 3, which is going to be S. We have I plus 4, which is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. And then L plus 5, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Q, and then S plus 6, which is going to be S plus 6, which is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which gives us Y. And then question 44 is just the same as question 39. Question 45, let's find the pattern. 3, 4, 5, the next one has to be 6. We get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we get D. Next one we have up, down, up, down, up. So we can cross out these. And then we can see that these arrows are, or these little shapes on the end go position 1, 2, 3, and then go back up to 2, should go 3 over here. So, or back to 1 rather, 3, 2, 1. The number of crosses are going down. It's got 4, 2, 3, 2. So we should have 2 crosses, which means we can cross out this. and these. We have the number of lines. We should have 3 lines, and they go from the middle. We see they are always grouped together. They're never by themselves, so it has to be A. Question number 5, we have a star in the middle, and then we have this question mark that goes from 1, 3, and it changes between here to here to here to here to here to here. So if it's here, then it's going to be the top left, which is the only one that gives you that is A. So these are in positions, and once they get to the top, they go down to the bottom. You can see the squiggly line. It goes 2, 3, 4, back to 1. So which means that box is alternating each time. If it's white, it's going to be black. So we cross these out, and then so that means we need to have this back at position 1, which is going to be B. So black square on the bottom at position 1. This square in the middle is going to go black, white in the middle, and it's going to stay as a square. It never goes to a diamond. So white in the middle as a square. That means we get A as our only answer. Question number 51, we have circle going around in a clockwise direction. If it's here, it has to be in top left. We can cross this out and this out. If we have this middle frame is staying the same. However, our triangle is going black, white, black, white, black, which means we can't have this. And then we have the square which stays white. So if the square stays white, then it has to be C. In fact, it can't be C because, the square goes black, so it has to be D. Question 52, this black line is always going to go 2 positions up, 2 positions there, 2 positions. So it's going to end up somewhere like there, which we can cross out D and E. And then we also we see that this circle is also going 2 spaces back, 2 spaces back, 2 spaces back, so it has to be in this one over there, which means it has to be A. So for 53, we have this pattern that has squares over here, and we see that this triangle goes up, down, so it's going to go up. It's going to stay black, so we can cross all of these out, cross this out, and just get D. Question number 54, we have to focus on this middle triangle, which is going to go up, down, up. So up and white, cross that out, cross these out as well. And then we get a circle that goes, I'm assuming, white, black, white, black, white. So it has to go white, black, white. So white circle, cross this out, and we get A. This analogy is going to turn around and turn grey, and it's going to be the exact same shape, so we can cross all of these out. We can get C. Then this is going to go 3, 2, 4, and it's going to go 4, 2, 5. Question number 57, the shading is going to invert, but the shape is going to stay the exact same, so that's going to look something like A. For question number 58, we have circle, triangle. We have that triangle, this middle shape goes on the inside. So the middle shape is going to go on the inside. So we have a diamond inside, which means that as a smaller shape. So we have to cross out this, and not quite that yet. Actually, we can see that it looks nothing like this shape just straight off the bat. So we can say that this square also goes on as the middle shape. So this hexagon is going to go as the middle shape. And this circle is going to go on the outside. So it has to look something like D, because we've got a regular hexagon over here. Question number 59. We have to turn this around, change the shape. So turn this around. And that means we have this open bit at the top, which means we can't be C, it can't be A, open bit at the top, and the outside is going to be dotted, can't be D. We also know that it's going to form a perimeter like E. Question 60, we have white to black, so white to black, and it's going to go inside, touching the insides, which looks something not like E, or A or B. It's between C and D. And we go from having 5 to 4. It's going to go 4 to 3. We can see that it's not in any of the vertices, it's in the sides. Or rather, it's in the middle of each side. You can see middle, so 60 is going to be D. 61 is going to be, this shape is going to turn upside down. This shape is going to get smaller and turn upside down, which is fine. And there's going to be the normal shape on the right hand side of it in the middle. That to me just clearly comes out as C. If we have 5 shapes over here, these 2 shapes are going to be the opposite way and turn grey, which looks exactly like C. 63, we are going to have a rotation. Question 63, we're going to see an anti-clockwise rotation. So it's going to look something like that. And we're going to invert these little symbols. So we have to have a square in the middle. So we can't have that, we can't have that, we can't have this. In fact, we can cross all of them out apart from D. Question 64. We have the arrow that does a little 90-degree rotation. We're going to do a 90-degree rotation clockwise over here. All of them have that. And we're going to go from 4 to 3, so 5 to 4, which all of them have. All of them are going to be grey. Cross these out. And they are going to be only 3. We don't change the number of white shapes that we have. And we don't change the configuration they are in, which means we need to have something that is closest, well, something that is B, because remember we had that rotation beforehand. 65, we have this shape that is being reflected across this image, so we're going to have something where that looks like this equal step down, and instantly you can see that C is the most familiar. We have this tiny little gap here rather than this one, and we have this bit pointing out towards the axis, so that's all correct. And then 66, we flip this shape around. You can see that this pointy bit, so it is doing a 180-degree rotation, so it's going to face that way, which we have. And then this is also going to be at the bottom if we're doing a rotation. Outside is going to, or the inside is going to go hatched, which does not look like C, it looks like D. Question number 67. We have, it goes behind and flips, it goes behind and flips to the front. Cross this out, and then we have this same vertical axis of reflection. So we have the same vertical axis of reflection, which looks something like, can't be A because we've got a double arrow. It's going to be something like, it goes behind, it has to be this fat bit has to point towards the axis, so it's going to go E. Question number 68, we are doing what seems to be, this is going to go to the top and that's going to go to the bottom. So black square is going to go to the top and then white square is going to go to the bottom. So you can cross out that and this. These arrows are going to do a 90-degree anti-clockwise rotation. We have 90 degrees anti-clockwise rotation, which means it looks something like B. 69, we have this shape that, these look similar in the fact that only the top one is shaded. We don't change the orientation of the shape, but we are going to just keep the orientation. We just invert the shading, and then that goes to the next section. This goes to the next section, that's going to be white, and then everything else is black, so we get E.